You know what I hate? I hate when women say, I'm not a wife, so I'm not going to act like a wife. Whenever I hear a woman say that, blood starts coming out my ears, and I just want to jump off a building. Today, I'm going to be answering feminist questions. All I want you guys to get out of this video is to take the advice that I'm about to give you, because I promise you, you will learn something. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
I'm probably about to say something that a lot of people are not gonna like, but I'm gonna just be real. I've seen it too many times scrolling on TikTok that girls are like, oh, I got flued out and all this happened and it was by a rapper or athlete. Like, let's be real. You know why you were getting flued out in the first place, okay? It wasn't that you were gonna go down there and miraculously change this man's mind, okay? You knew what you were going out there to do. No means no, okay? Let's just get that clear. But you knew why you were going down there. So if this man is not your boyfriend, if you guys are not spending quality time, if you guys are not talking all the time, and I'm not talking about a week or two leading up to the time that he's flying you out, you already know what you do when you hop on that Delta flight when you make it in Cabo. Okay? You like, let's be for real. Like, y'all gotta start being honest with yourself, and you need to take some accountability. Like, you cannot be mad at these men because you already knew what you was doing, okay? And by no means am I saying that that's acceptable on any means scales, but you knew why you were going in the first place. Like, let's be honest.
I agree. I don't know how any self-respecting woman can pack her bag, get onto a Spirit flight, and meet a random dude to have sex with, and you're only having sex with him because he's famous. And the thing is, once you guys finish having sex and he buy you something, he fly your ass back out, and you go back to your friends and start saying, yeah, I had an amazing time. What self-respecting woman would do that? If I'm able to buy your respect, then that means you never had it. And the thing is, a lot of the women that's getting flown out, they don't know you're just an object. Yeah, you're just an object. It's like Uber pussy. It's gonna come in like 20 minutes, and then once I'm done with it, I ship it back. You become an object at that point. Yeah, what you get out of it, what, a purse? You get a purse and some jewelry. That's worth that. That's worth it to you. And the thing is, when I talk like this, a lot of the women would actually be against me. They'll say something along the lines of, oh, let a woman be free. It's her body. She could do whatever she wants. You can't control her. All type of crazy stuff. And people look at me crazy when I say I don't want to date in this generation. This generation is tainted. This generation has lost it. No self-respect. No one has respect for each other. Morals and values are out the window. And I don't want to be associated with that. I'd rather jerk off till the day I die.
Single, absolutely, by choice. And I am not getting in another relationship if a man can't be the provider all the way. Trust me, there's a man out there that will take care of me, these kids, the bills, the ride, the food that we put in our bodies, and your broke ass too, my boy. There's some that can, there's some that can't. The ones that can't is so damn mad. But shout out to the ones that can and understand that no matter how many kids a woman got, if she got kids or not, baby, a good woman is a good woman, and a good man is a good man. And a real provider ain't tripping. But a bum that can't provide, that's on a budget, that wants you to go ahead, fitty, while you also go to work, take care of the household, them the ones complaining, y'all. The scrubs. A good man, a good provider, baby. That's a good man, Savannah.
I hear you, but I just get confused when people say, oh, I'm a black independent woman, but then again, you want someone to provide and pay for everything for you. Let me tell you the consequence of a man paying for everything for you, and especially if you got kids. If you're a woman and you got a man providing and paying everything for you, you know what that becomes? You become dependent on that man. So now, if he knows you're dependent on him, he's going to treat you like shit because you got a kid. I'm paying for everything. Where you going to go? You going to find someone better than me? I'm your only option. I'm not saying a lot of guys do this, but there's certain guys that will use that as a controlling mechanism to keep you trapped in that relationship because you're not self-dependent. You're solely depending on that man. So yeah, I be hearing the hoopla of the feminists and women talking about, yeah, a man got to pay for everything. I'd be like, yeah, there's a man that will pay for everything, but the cost is for him to control you because he's paying for everything.
I am processing the most triggering breakup I've had in 9 years. It happened the day before flying abroad to meet my parents on a 9-day travel tour. I feel like I'm in the body of my 16-year-old self with all of the turmoil of my emotions trapped inside this pressure cooker of my body while I fake smile for cheesy tourist pics.
Wait, so my entire family just died in a plane crash? No, sorry, I just don't really know what to say. Could I actually call you back later?
I mean, it's true. I feel like that's one of the main reasons why I got off social media, is because a lot of the things are fake. A lot of the things are scripted to manipulate how you feel about a certain situation or to manipulate how you think. And I don't like that because I pride myself as being an independent thinker. And when you have people fake crying on camera and fake doing these disorders for views and attention, that has a psychological effect on me because I'm taking all that in and processing it and me believing it's true. That's one of the reasons why I don't like social media. I try to stay off of it as much as I can, because a lot of things is fake. And if you know, our brains is a sponge, and whatever you see, even if you think it don't affect you, once you see it, it may not affect you now, but at some point it will affect you. This is why I'm so careful about what I watch. This is why I'm so careful about what I hear and listen to. This is why I don't listen to trap music and guns and I kill this nigga music or I stab a nigga music. I don't listen to none of that because I know it has a psychological effect on you. It does. Call me crazy, but it does. Don't tell me the music don't have a direct impact on black crimes. Don't tell me that. Be careful what you put in your mind because it's real.
How is cooking dinner? How is that a problem? I don't understand how y'all want to have a man and don't want to do nothing for him. Like y'all want somebody to pay y'all bill. Y'all want to prostitute. Say it with me. That's prostitution. Because if you don't want to do nothing for that man, you're a prostitute. A prostitute want the man to come through, see her looking all cute and bop her.
Not respectable at all.
Like 50 Cent said, if you think you're going to get by on your looks, you gonna do some dirty shit. So at the end of the day, a lot of y'all sitting alone at home giving advice to other lonely ass bitches. But me, baby, what you need? Because I'm getting it too sweet. Because at the end of the day, when I'm balled over with the cramps, it's my husband who helped me. When I need to get the work done for our business, it's my husband who helped me. It ain't my girlfriend I could call up. Girl, that's getting her toes sucked. Ain't worried about nothing that you got going on with your lonely ass in the comments. Girl, we gonna eat us some dinner and snuggle.
I wish there was more women like her. Because sometimes I'd be like, man, there ain't nobody for me. Ain't nobody for Dave because I have these standards. And I know the standards I have currently are good for me. And I need to keep them to find a good woman. But the chaos that some women on social media be spewing outweighs the good ones. So it's nice to see like a good woman that, acknowledge that, yeah, I need my man. My man helped me, so I'm there for him, and I'll cook for him, and I'll do all this type of stuff. It's refreshing. Yeah, I like that commentary. Yeah. So if you're a guy my age, if you're 24 and up, if a woman gonna give you crap about cooking and you're doing stuff for her, bro, just leave. Like, don't sit in that environment. Love yourself enough to leave. That's my advice to you. If you got to debate to a woman certain things that you want, and she's not able to provide it, just leave. Just fucking leave. Save yourself the headache. Just go. You know what I hate? I hate when women say, I'm not a wife, so I'm not going to act like a wife. Whenever I hear a woman say that, blood started coming out my ears. And I just want to jump off a building. Because on one hand, you don't want to do the stuff. You don't want to do wifey material things because you're not a wife. But on the other hand, you still want me to do stuff a husband would do. And answer this for me. How would I know you're wifey material if you don't do wifey things? How would I know? So I'm just take your word for it after we get married. That's when you're going to start doing wifey things. Like, get out of my face with that.
It's super frustrating that there's even a difference between traveling as a straight size person versus a plus size person.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Traveling in general is difficult. In addition to, being removed from the comforts of your own home, you're also thrown in this like little wrench of like, oh, also you may be not able to fit all the places.
You're plus size and worried about traveling.
I just recently went on a cruise, and you would think all of the excursions would have body inclusive accommodations, but there was like 3 or 4 excursions that had weight limits. If you were over 350 pounds, you couldn't attend this excursion. I feel like if you're physically able to walk a certain amount of miles, why like you wouldn't be able to participate in these excursions?
Why not use the fact that you're not able to go on these excursions to lose weight? Why not use that as a motivation factor? Why make it your downfall? Why victimize yourself to that?
Worries about like toilets that don't have a stand at the bottom that are kind of just like hanging on the wall. There's like beach loungers, like the plastic ones that like bend super easily. And I remember sitting down on it and being like, oh my gosh, if I break this, like I will be so sad just because I want to enjoy my beach time. And I don't want to have to worry about, is something going to be able to like hold my weight for an extended period of time? I genuinely believe that airlines is the biggest frustration when it comes to plus size accommodations.
Don't worry, we'll build you a bigger plane.
We're flying next to other people. My husband and I try really hard to be as small as we possibly can, but you can only do so much to make yourself small.
So that's the end of that video. See, this is why I hate people in society, because they actually made a video about this and they promoted it to our faces. Listen, I have no sympathy for the fat people that's not willing to do better for themselves. We're not going to collapse our societal structure to build you a bigger one because you don't want to lose weight. We're not fucking doing that. Lose weight, get on with the train, or get left behind. We're not going to accommodate you. I remember, this was not too long ago, actually. It was like a year ago. There was these 2 heavy set women on an elevator. It was like a small elevator. It was like these big, I'm talking about big sumo bitches. Like they were huge. But anyways, they were already in the elevator and I was about to go in, but I noticed them. I'm like, oh, I'll just wait for the next one. It was like, no, you could fit. I was like, no, I'll wait for the next one. It was like, no, there's space right here. I'm like, ma'am, you're huge. Both of you guys are huge. I don't want this elevator to get stuck, so I'll wait for the next one. They gave me this feminist angry look, and I just stared at them because I didn't give a fuck, and I didn't feel bad because maybe my harsh words will play a huge factor in their weight loss. I'd rather you hate me and live long enough to hate me rather than you love me but don't live enough to love me, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out. If you like that video, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, so like, share, and subscribe and get me there. Thank you.